It is indeed me. Thanks for the good luck. Fanny. Ugh. Good luck today. Thanks for the good luck. Unfortunately, Giganut has beaten us. We still have not gotten something that works. Though I will try 2.0 a couple times. Oops. Do have some slightly new stick settings, so let's see if these work. I changed some of the calibration on my stick too, and I found out that probably a big reason why I've been having issues is because the controller is set to sleep with a 5-minute counter. So turn that off. Narcoleptic controller, yep. We're approaching the third door slightly differently, too. Um... Let's see if this works. Oh! Come on, man. That's IL pace. That is the cleanest antagony I've ever done. Outside of that crazy, stupid death, I hope so too. Fuck. That was my own fault. Yeah, whoa. Yo, sir. Um, that's a damn good sign. Am I clipping through the door with Cortex consistently? Pretty consistently today. Unfortunate. So there's one unfortunate thing, and it's the only unfortunate thing for today, is that I cannot solve Giganut. I have done hours of testing today. Including, I also was labbing the final boss today, but the unfortunate thing is like, I can't solve it yet. And it sucks because 2.0 is very close to actually, like, working every time. But the problem is like, there's some inconsistencies I can't grasp. So, in these endeavors, I found a new mechanic. It's not really a mechanic that matters that much, but essentially, when you spin, the game loses like the game takes like 3-ish frames to start the spin. It's approximately 3 frames, but if you jump, you spin immediately. Um, so there's that. And like I was messing around with different button configurations and stuff, and unfortunately I still can't exactly get the right thing because if I do it almost correctly, um, it works, but if I, like, do too much, yo, MGG. If I do too much, like, say, okay, that's happening now. Neat. There we go. It's just, there's something about it which I might not be able to get consistently. I've been toiling with it. I've toiled with 1.0. I've been toiling with 2.0. 2.0 is definitely has higher potential, but unfortunately I still can't get it higher than a 20% consistency. And that's the thing that kind of sucks, because, like, and I'll show it off, hang on. What I've been working on for most of today, and also whatever. I have a, considering the fact I'm getting through the third door just fine. I did a little bit of emulator labbing, not much, but just enough. Third door seems to be really good. First door seems to be quite good. Warp skip is now kind of good. And so this is essentially what I have been working on. And see, I actually did get it. The problem is that I still don't fucking know. How am I doing? I am doing. Like, so I know approximately the good setup, because the thing is like, there's several locations Nut can end up. One of them is here, and it can bounce either this way or this way. Left, it fails. It has too much speed, lands here. Moves here. No, this is Giga Nut 2.0. Moves here, and then you can slide the nut up. It goes here, and you can also slide the nut up, so it's a super nut backup. Or it goes here, and you have to just do standard nut skip. Or it just flies off. There's too many variables, and I haven't quite figured out the correct approach. Is it bouncing off the tree? It must be incredibly precise. It's not as precise as the Giganut setups I had been working on. Before, like this. No, I don't know, because, like, jump spinning is slightly different. The problem is jump spinning changes the way that the nut works entirely. Go away, fish. So I still have no clue. Maybe jump spinning is the play. It's possible that that's just for some reason the play. Because there is one thing that jump spinning eliminates. The nut can move you. You knew about the... No, not before, after. Today I found the instant, spinning, your spin comes out instantly when you jump. I observed it before. Whoa. Yo, thanks for the $10 super chat. So, I observed it, but I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I now know that when you spin, you have like it's like 3 frames, where if you jump, the spin comes out immediately next frame that you jump, and there's another thing too that happens where the nut like pushes Crash left or right, and that could possibly cause some of the inconsistencies. This doesn't happen when he jumps, I think. It does some weird stuff. I'm probably gonna have to lab it out more. I'm probably gonna have to lab it a little more, but hey, if jump spinning is the actual final piece of the puzzle, I'll take that shit. But I don't know yet. And unfortunately, like, my hand is starting to hurt from all the flicking and all the different grips I've been testing. Like, one of the grips is really fucking, cursed, by the way, where I'm basically doing... If anybody has seen, competitive NES Tetris, I've basically been doing a similar... I figured out a way to use the rolling grip. Seems like the jump spin on the nut has more power. Sometimes. I don't know yet. I need to test it a lot more. I noticed that it had more power when it was bouncing off of surfaces. But in my initial testing, it was weaker. And the reason why it was weaker, by the way, is because I was doing a spin then a jump after the 3-frame window. So Crash wasn't touching the nut when he started spinning. And that actually makes it weaker. Like, see? If I do, if I buffer it, which, you can buffer a jump and a spin on the same frame if you pause. It seems that the graphic for the spin actually does come out when you pause. That's weird. It's even weirder. Does that mean pausing is different too? Oh my fuck, pausing might be different too. What the fuck? I'll take the 0.8 time loss if pausing is the strat. Nope. There's a lot of stuff you can do that's like really obscure. Like, there are input buffers. Like, I can do... There's like a weird thing you can do, by the way, where you can do your spinning animation while sliding. You can buffer body slams, you can buffer jumps. Actually, that's why I pause in Fast Nina, because I need to press, B and X on the same frame, or close to. That's why I pause and unpause. Yo, Firebolt, thanks for the good luck. It looks like a homing slap. Maybe. Yeah, it looks like the spinning thing is a lot more powerful. And it's probably because the nut doesn't push Crash backwards, because usually when you spin, the nut pushes Crash. So, that might be the final solution for Giganut. I'm gonna have to do more labbing. But unfortunately, today is not gonna be that day. I just wanted to kind of explain what the hell my findings are. And, I'll have to do, unfortunately, more testing, more labbing, and I have to go to the bathroom. And then after that, I'll just start runs, because I'm pretty much practiced up. I'm more or less good to go. I have been playing the game for several hours. Yeah, see, that was part of my initial testing. But if, you know what? I could just go directly for that, right? Hang on. Wait, hold up. Labbing waits for no one. If it doesn't push me left or right, I might be able to just create a lineup. Instead of the front of the rock. I have not had that work. That's close. I think the speed is the problem. I think it's going too fast. I can explain, like, without going into detail unless somebody wants me to. The reason why Giganut works in general is because it doesn't, the speed is perfect enough to where it doesn't get bounced back by the top, essentially. But if the speed is different, it will bounce it back. It's because it's not touching it on any given frame. That's not gonna work, is it? If that's gonna fucking work, I swear. That would be even more insane because then it would have a setup to it as well. But yeah, I'll play around with this for a couple more minutes and then I gotta go pee and then start doing runs. On the bright side, my controller should be working properly now. I pressed spin and jump on the same frame. I think it's like a 2 or 3 frame window. Probably a 3 frame window, to be honest. I did get shoved to the left there. So that probably isn't the answer. Not the answer we're looking for, but it is closer. Yeah, see, that actually does, it it is set up to ricochet the nut, but with some trickery. make it not do that? But yeah, for now, Giganut has defeated us. Okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and then I'm gonna start runs up. If anybody wants to do more testing with Giganut, be my guest. If you figure something out, that's gonna be awesome. If not, it doesn't matter because how much time does Giganut save? Like, not much. The only reason Giganut is even, like, worth... The only reason Giganut is even worth in the first place is because it has the potential to be consistent. I haven't been messing with it for the time save. I don't care about the time save. I care about actually being able to do runs. I wouldn't care if the setup lost 0.5 seconds. If I could consistently get out of Hub 1, or the consistency shoots up to a much higher number, then it is much more worth it than Supernut, because Supernut just cannot be consistent. But yeah, that's the big problem. The big problem is Supernut isn't consistent. Standard Nut loses over a second. To Supernut, Giganut can save up to half a second, or it's equal to Supernut. However, because Giganut isn't as weird, because yeah, it's all about breaking through Nut Jail. Nut Jail is the problem. It's the problem for this whole category. I have said this. Okay. 80% of my runs die to Hub 1. And out of that 80%, 70% die to Nut Skip. Or lose enough time to Nut Skip to never be worth it. That means that 16,000 runs die in the Hub world. They have about 16,000 runs have died to Hub 1. So imagine how happy I would be if we finally find the missing piece to Giganut, where we could just do this every single time. There's no doubt, or not every single time, but at least like improve the consistency above a 25%. It's always basically been like this for a long time. As soon as I started actually having to go fast with Nut Skip, it's basically been like a struggle. We would probably, most likely, with my new controller settings, there's a damn good chance that I should be semi-consistent at Warp Skip now. Which means that, like, if I stopped losing runs to Hub 1, I would basically be in Antagony probably about 50% of the time. Between 25 and 50% of the time, which is massive. If I get into Antagony that much, yeah, you bet your ass I'm gonna be able to sub 920. But, well, maybe we won't need to care. So I'm gonna go upstairs. I might have to take a number 2. So, we shall figure this out. I may have to go to the bathroom, or I may have to do. I might have to take a shit. I'm not gonna lie. Unfortunately, that is just me today. I'll hydrate too, and then we can get into some runs. Because after that, I should be able to do runs for like 4 or 5 hours. Oh, let's just hope things go well. Cross your fingers. Hey, yo, Jet, thanks for the good luck. Streamer mode. Cable streamer mode, okay, yeah. Update Discord too. Also, RIP for not being first. Alright. Let's get this over with. Oh, whoops. I forgot to open the, so I forgot to open up the auto splitter. Okay. Auto splitter is open. We are ready to either get our asses kicked or to kick ass. There's gonna be no in between. There never is with this game. Okay. Under or over, no in between. Yep, basically. That's how it is. How far? You're pretty close to being done with the save file stuff. Let's kick some nut ass. True. You're almost done with the save file research, aren't you, Sustain? Also, do you have access to the resources spreadsheet? Okay. I'm just gonna leave it in. $28 chunks left. That's not too bad. $28 chunks left is not bad. That's pretty good. You do not have permission, write permission to the speedrun spreadsheet. Let me fix that. At least I think I can add editors. Hang on. You might have to ask sloths. Uh, uh, I'll figure that out later. I'm typing in Twins resources? That's crazy. Oh. My mouse is in, the chat. I'm gonna have to fix that. Okay. Good excuse to not be in there anymore. If you give me your email, I'll add you as a collaborator. So that way you can also add this to that. Okay. Copy. A editor. There. Now you can also add the save. You can add what you're doing in there now. It's gonna take some time to get a run started, but I mean, yo, Ven style. Come on. The way that my stick is currently outputting allows me to walk a little more easily. It also allows me uh to do my angles, which means that I can now do warp skip more easily. And for some reason, it seems to be very compatible with the door skip. With the door skips, so you're kidding, right? Fuck you. Dude, I should not have struggled that fucking hard to get on to get the nut. Come on, man. Man, fuck it. I don't really need an amazing hub one. If I lose 2 seconds, I lose 2 seconds. Okay, I get spoon-fed and it still doesn't let me jump. Okay. Eh. Ain't that big of a deal. Still be a 317. Ouch. Huh? There's no fucking way that that just happened. Yo, Princess Samoyed. Fuck off! Thanks for the good luck, I guess. Clearly the game doesn't want me in antagony. At least not on a good run. Out of the way, Kevin. Fuck you, dude. The game still has not forgotten the bullshit from yesterday. It wants to continue. Oh, neat. Oof, this movement sucks. Where's blood going? Actually quite fast. Let me sit up here. What? Why was that so fast? Come on, game. Okay. There's good news and there's bad news.
This is where we wrong the rights.
Good news is Antagony. The bad news is this run went from great to shit. And new strats? No. Not really. Yeah, it's not the end of the world with the warp skip, but it still sucks. Aw. Well, at the very least, Cortex sucks balls. Okay, it happened twice. Third time. Why do I keep dying? New controller setup still needs warming up for warp skip. No. That was nerves. I failed warp skip because of nerves. Because that was a really fast run. Oh, you bastard. Recalibrated the stick. Okay, this is a little bit better. I'll only be behind by like 2 seconds. Oh, never mind. If I do really well, I'll enter Antagony at 315. If I could stop getting the swag stand, that'd be great. Okay. This is kind of slow. Well, okay, it's not that bad. .316 is absolutely possible. We are in... Oh, what happened? Run died.
This is where we wrong the rights and sweep the past under the rug.
Hey, look. We're in Antagony. Sub 920 potential is indeed a thing right now. Ladies and gentlemen, a run. Yo, sir. En la corrida, joder, tío. We are indeed blessed at the moment. Gracias por la suerte. Okay. I see. I can't really see enough to see what you typed, to be honest. Is this it? It's okay. The game fucked us over. People celebrating before the final boss. Don't celebrate before the final boss. I mean, a big problem with that was that, I couldn't fucking move my fucking thumb. What pace was that? Let me see. So I would have gone through the door at 7:08. I don't think 7:08 is fast enough. It could have been though. Let me see. $7.08. No, that wasn't, that wasn't, sub 920. That was not sub 920 pace. I'm glad about that. What pace was it when I respawned, though? I spawned at 9:40, and in PB, I spawned in at... I was at sub 920 pace up until the final. Up until I messed up at the end. Yeah, it's so hard for me to walk when I'm shaking. That is probably going to be worse than the rest of the run. Because if I'm on pace like that again, which I probably will, to be honest, that was damn, why do I keep moving my damn live split? Well, I guess I'm just not gonna be able to know what pace this is until I finish. Oh, neat. Sub 119. Oh, come on, man. Now, some people might say... Oh, also, yo, Colty, thanks for the good luck. Grab the nut crash? Hello? Some people might say that that is a sign that we're going to see a PB today. I do not know. Yep, it's the grab the nut. Coge la nuez, tío. That was perfect. You knew Sonic was see, grab the nut, imagine. Man. Ow. You could spawn as Crash in Amberley. Let's go, dude. I mean, Crash, I think the other chunk is like spawned in at the same time, so it makes sense. Time for bed. Good night. Hope I get some good runs. I appreciate it. We shall see. Spoon-fed pattern. I could get a 314. If I get a 314 antagony entry, we're chilling. If I get a 312 antagony entry, oof. Depending on how the door clip is doing, if like I'm getting the door clip a lot today, and I'm on 312 pace, or I'm on like I enter antagony at 312, I will go for the door clip. If I get the door clip at 312, and then I do a really good antagony, I could get a 915. I don't even want to imagine the kind of nerves I would be on in a run like that. New type of ad that slides the player over while it's running. Oh, fuck. Also, yo, Axel. Common Twitch L. Good luck. Thanks for the good luck. Oh, come on, man. I get the spoon-fed one. Twice, and it still says no jump. The game knows. Yep. That got into AA, damn. You entered at a spooky point, and then just my hands were shaking too much. I couldn't walk. You have to walk for that door clip. Alright, game. Why are you making this so damn difficult? There's already one more before you can even watch? You just had 3 ads? How often are they happening? What the fuck? uBlock said no? Okay, good. Okay, seriously though. Above the chat window? uBlock moment? Yeah. Wow, I didn't realize how bad Twitch got. I did not realize that Twitch got that fucking bad with its ads. I'm utterly disgusted. I knew it was gonna push me back again. 3 times in a row is crazy. Honestly though, I mean, I'm happy with subs, but I'm not gonna lie. I would rather, if people wanted to support me, just like send it through fucking Streamlabs. Because at least one, I immediately get the money. Two, you're not supporting these fuck-ass Twitch devs. These goofy fuckers. I'm okay with this. 315 potential. $316 potential. Actually, 317. What the hell? Why do I keep getting that now? Yo, Ali, thanks for the good luck. Kevin? I've already had one pacer. And it made it to third door. Oh, stopped 3 months ago. New discoveries? None. I have changed the way that I do the third door setup, though. And it is far more consistent, at least for today. The only thing is I failed it earlier because I couldn't fucking move my thumb again. Oh my fuck. Oh my fuck! Give me the jump! Let me jump! I'm just gonna... Is it a true drop jump? I want to see if it's a dropped jump. No, no lo es. Okay. Uh, that might be the reason why it keeps dropping the jump. This thing really does not want to work. I mean, it's hard. Don't get me wrong. It's not an easy trick, but... Gave the game a warning shot. A literal, I'm coming for you. You may have beaten me with Giganut, but you can't destroy my spirit. It would be really nice, though, if the nut would stop doing bullshit like that, though. Man, I just want to have a place to put my damn mouse. Ugh. Ugh. I got spoon-fed, and the game still said no. Come on. Let me jump, please. I'll start doing this again. Stop. Stop robbing me. Will flip arrive? Uh-oh. Yo, flowers. You have missed 2 pacers. One of them was in Antagony, nearly 920 pace. No, no lo tengo. O sea, no la tengo. Solo el timing. sea, el ritmo. I'll be about plus 0.4. .7. Eh. That time I know I got the bat. Okay, that was really fast. Ugh. I don't know why the bat is just like really fast today. That was too fast. How much did I save? That doesn't count. The game crashed. Now we can create a save to practice the Nina corner jump and rooftop. Neat. Sustain putting in work. Grab the fucking nut. Holy shit. Okay. Oh, come on! That was the stupidest fucking way to lose time ever. If Crash slides into a seam, he gets caught in the seam. It's really dumb. Yes, thank you. Get up there. Come on, man. You'll fund me. Jeez, they were trying hard. Ugh. Why was my line off? And yes, Tikimon skip is pretty easy. Only B for 100% in all levels. Yes. By the time sustain is done, we should have practice a bunch of practice saves on PS2 and OG Xbox. Like even more than what I already made. Damn it. I can finally lock in. I don't need them. I don't need practice saves. At least not practice saves like that. The practice saves are gonna be made for other people. Like I'm already very consistent to the point where the practice saves are not gonna make much of a difference for me. I'm an old speedrunner, so I'm used to not using save states to practice tricks, or use particular saves, or if I want to practice something, I just make my own saves. And I also have a very high level of trick execution, so I don't really need I don't need practice saves. If I ever want to lab something really, really hard, I use emulator, but for practice and checking, I always practice and check in when I'm playing on console. That is one of the secrets to my level of consistency, actually, is I don't practice things in save states usually. It's using good old console. I mean, of course, it has its drawbacks. But I am not built for pure optimization. I am built for consistency and trick execution. Man. I mean, I've been doing tricks and glitches for almost 30 years. So, my ability to perform glitches is much higher than the average person. It's absolutely been about 2.5 decades since I started learning how to do glitches and stuff. And I really started like doing that stuff more seriously around the time I was like 10. Yo, Summy. I'm about to beat the nut into submission. I'm gonna beat the nut into submission. I'm done. It is Giganut time. I'm gonna start with 2.0. Damn it. Away, Kevin. Fuck off! This is the uncooked Giganut 2.0, by the way. And now you guys see why I have hope that this is going to be consistent at some point. But, unfortunately, I can't get that. Was that a Giganut attempt? Yes, all three of those were Giganut attempts. That's 2.0. Now I'm gonna go for 1.0. And this nut fucking let me do shit. Holy shit, come on. It's like this every single fucking time, man. Attempts always start out nice. Then there's like something that happens and then I just basically like... Oh my fuck. Yo, Pete. This is getting on my nerves. There's no difference in terms of time save. Time save doesn't matter with nut skip. If you stop fucking around. Come on, man. I haven't timed them, but it doesn't really matter. It's still only like 0.5 seconds. It is nothing. This category is not optimized enough for a 0.5 second time save to make a difference. It's always... This is all consistency. The idea for it is 100% just consistency. Fine. Can I get something? Can I get something, please? I don't want to be stuck in this fucking... How are we doing? I had one pacer, and now the nut is being a piece of shit again. And I'm losing it. Because, unfortunately, or rather fortunately, I am not having antagony problems today. Don't you... Somebody please. Just find the fucking thing. Just find something, please. I'm at my wit's end, man. I've been labbing this fucking thing for like a month. I can't find anything. I'm losing my fucking mind. Giganut. The game doesn't believe in me. I'm seriously at my wit's end with this. Please. That's 2.0. Die at my fucking wit's end. Don't put me back in nut jail, please! Thank you! I don't care if I'm +4. Well, I'm not +4, I'm +2, but still, I don't care. I just don't want to be in nut jail anymore. I'm tired of it. Sub 920 is not exactly... The sub 920 potential isn't exactly, like... great, but... if I go really fast... or I die. Now I'm back. Yeah, it worked once. That's not great. I don't want to prolong this. Getting the sub 930 is not going to make things faster. I just want the run so I can stop playing the game. This is nut skip. I've never struggled so much with a fucking skip in my life. And I'm livid because not being able to solve something that is directly at the beginning of the run that's random, that I lose every single run to, and then I already know, and this is the reason why I'm upset, is that by the time I get to Antagony, all of the execution that I had is gonna be gone. Which means that I just can't fucking play the game. I have 3 different strats. None of them work. I've spent basically a whole month labbing. And no matter what, I still get stuck here. I'm so frustrated because, I mean, I had a good run. It was one good run, and that's fine. I'm not upset that I lost it. I'm more upset about the fact that I just cannot fucking get out of Hub 1. And I'm even more upset about the fact that I have done this like 20,000 times, and I still can't do it consistently. Or at least... Or at least in a reasonable manner. Now I am starting to feel defeated. Holy shit. I'm not gonna lie, I want to quit. I'm starting to just want to quit. And it's not time to quit. Not until I get that sub 920. Feel like taking a break. I'm not gonna lie, if I take a break, sub 920 is not happening. Because I promise you, this is gonna be the last time I do this category. Nut Jail has been worse than in any of my grinds the past couple of days. It has been extremely bad. Like, sometimes to the point where I'm... Can you fuck off already? Going 30, 40 resets without even getting past the nut is worse than it's ever been. Then, when I was grinding for the sub 942, the worst it got was like 20 resets, but I have been having almost constant 30. It has been... Can you fuck off? Truly close to finishing this category? I don't feel that. I don't feel it at all. And it's this one skip. This is one fucking skip. I really should have stayed away from this damn category. It could still be any run. Not if I keep getting stuck in nut jail. I only have a certain level of stamina. Like, you can't always perform at your best. The reason why I had that pacer earlier was because I wasn't tilted. I wasn't tired. And I was focused. The problem is every single reset changes my demeanor a little bit. I mean, not all of them, but like, if I get stuck in nut jail, it changes my demeanor a lot. And the thing is that saps a lot of the stamina. So, I cannot play at a very consistent level 7 hours into a stream. At least I can't play at the same level as what I want to. That's the reason why when I got the 932, that was like 8 hours in. The reason why I just kept failing warp skip. I kept the bad run. And the Antagony was the final push. The last of my stamina. So I always say it could be any run, and it is very true that it could be any run. But the the thing that a lot of people don't exactly pay it and don't exactly think about, they're not conscious about, is that even though we're playing video games, the brain gets tired. The brain gets tired, the muscles get tired after a certain amount of attempts, after a certain amount of times getting angry. It is impossible to play at a good level. At least consistently. Chat helps distract me, so I don't get too angry, because it is better for me to kind of like distract myself if I'm getting upset or if I'm getting annoyed. Because it keeps my mood up. And keeping my mood up means I don't lose stamina as fast. But that is all fine and dandy until despair sets in. Once despair sets in, I lose my stamina extremely quickly. That's the reason why I tend to lab so many things. It's because I'm attempting to fix. It's essentially brute forcing my ability to not get, or it's basically brute forcing everything so that way I don't get tilted. That's why I lab so much. That's why yesterday I spent 3 hours on the door clip. It's all basically just to make sure that by the time that I get there, I have the confidence to do it. Oh yeah. Nice. Yeah, I can't, understand Uka because Uka speaks in a dialect. I... Stop dropping my inputs, please. Just... Going back to Giganut again. No, don't fall off. What? That was weird. Well, yes, that's pretty much it. Is that, I want to move on because of that. Because I'm exhausted. This game is very exhausting. All I want to do right now. Thank you. Grab the fucking nut crash. Holy shit. Okay. Gonna be about +1. Then +3, I think. Never mind, I'm +1. Is way more than enough? I don't think so. I think the sub 920 is worth it, and most likely. Oh, come on. Okay, game. No, it's not. I'm surprised I got that. Yeah, it's my call. Okay, game. Okay. I do not know what the fuck happened there.
Victor in Moritz's stronghold of evil.
I can barely get. I can barely get the sub 930. There's something I'm gonna go for that's gonna be a little crazy. Well, it's not that crazy, but... Yep, here it comes. Randomly... the game decided to kill Cortex. I'm not that upset though, because that run was pretty bad, to say the least. The reason why the warp skip, I didn't get warp skip the first attempt was because I was too far away from the ledge. And then the second mistake that I made in warp skip was, well, it wasn't really my mistake. That was the controller. For some reason, it didn't let me double jump, which means that this thing is fucking doing stupid shit again. What am I laying on? Is that my phone? Yeah. I don't even remember what was random, but unless you're talking about the door clip, there's a very small chance Cortex can clip into the door and die when doing that skip. It's not a big chance, it's a pretty small chance. At least when I do everything correctly. I did do everything correctly in that instance. What the fuck is your problem? Take the nut. Take the nut. Take it. Hey, don't take the nut then. What's either gonna happen is I'm gonna let a shit run go through, and then it says 9:30. Hydrate. I already hydrated. Oh, that's what you meant. I mean, if I would have PB'd, I would have ended the stream. I don't usually start my streams this late, and I have actually been playing the game a lot today. Yo, Sloths, thanks for the good luck. Where's Bro going? Sub 920 potential is low, but not impossible. What? Come on, man. Sub 920 is impossible. Come on, man. Are you serious?
This is stronghold of evil. This is where we wrong the rights and sweep the past under the rug.
I'm gonna have to go for really hard stuff if I want to get the sub 930. Because Crash just did not want to hit the cutscene trigger for some reason. That was a 325, by the way. Yeah. I gotta play out of my mind. Damn, the camera tried to kill it. Game tried to kill it again. I was too far to the right. The thing that sucks and is the most infuriating is the fact that, like, I am so fucking ready for Antagony right now. That's a new one. Thanks for the good luck. Not really a new one. I do lose runs to that occasionally. It's just not as often as it used to be. And of course, what's up is I'm still stuck in nut jail. I'm not going to lie. When I get the sub 920, I am probably going to yell, maybe at the top of my lungs, maybe not. I'm free. I'm finally free. Dude. The quest for the final nut. Okay, mushrooms. Okay. Just let me up there, dude. Oh my fuck. Now you're gonna be complicated again. You know, come to think of it, there's only like one part of the run now that still looks the same as it used to be, and it is an antagony. It's not the final boss. The final boss has been very changed by me. For other categories, no, not really. My movement's gonna be better. Three times in a row? Are you serious? I mean, if I wanted to, which I don't, I could go back to, all levels, but I really don't want to. I am only gonna go back to Hundo. And then sub 102, and then I'm done running the game. Unless somebody, say, beats my hundo time. If somebody is crazy enough to beat my any percent time, they deserve it. But, hundo I might defend. I want to at least get sub 102 in hundo. And there's like 50 seconds of time save at the end. I'll double check to see if I can get some more time save elsewhere. I'll double check to see if I could get more time save elsewhere in hundo, but most likely not. 10 years from now, this run is gonna be a time capsule. I really don't know if anybody is going to have the balls to challenge the sub 920. a sub 920. Already challenging a sub 930 is kind of rough. Challenging a sub 920, challenging the sub 920, like, to basically put this into perspective, a PC port with basically no loads would be, would only gain a 3-second advantage. And now I know 3 seconds is a lot for a short category, but that essentially means that you have to match me minus 3 seconds. It's already like ridiculous. Good thumbnail design for your bash localization video. Why don't you make a callback to the Burrito Man? Add burritos and sombreros and maracas. It's too niche and unrelated. Fair. For the on-cam segments, though, nice. Is important. With this, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's not exactly, it's not gonna be that much. And I mean, like, if we want to compare them, we could just remove the one load that matters, which would be boat. The boat is actually the thing that would be the difference. There's another load that is that would be faster, but it doesn't matter that much. I would say 3 seconds would matter a lot in like a 5-minute category, but in a run... Okay, I got spoon-fed as shit. Okay! In a 9-minute category, 3 minutes or 3 seconds does not make a big difference unless it's optimized, and it's not even going to be majorly optimized at sub 920. Just mostly. Unless I end up getting a 915, which I doubt I'm going to get that. When is PC4 coming out? I don't know. Okay. I might do some random any percent runs if they decide to, like... If they decide to, like, merge... If they don't decide to merge the boards. Which I hope they do, because I would really rather not have to, like... I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna have any more nut skips in me. I'd probably just get a sub 10 and dip. And then the camera snaps. That is the literal worst case scenario with the camera. Pretty slow hub too. Oh, what is the game doing? Yeah, I was too far away from the wall. I hate this game. Knowing me, I'm either gonna have like a very high 3-1x into Antagony, and then I'm just gonna pull out some incredible fucking Antagony or whatever, and then sub 920, and then just say like, peace bitches. I'll go for pauseless fast Nina. If I have to. Okay. Okay. Okay! I'm just keeping it. I'm not staying in nut jail. Okay, never mind. I'm resetting again. Because the game is being weird. The bright side, I should get a payout in a couple days. You know, Pete, you could do, Rillaroo holding a trophy. And then crashing Cortex looking sad. And then, I don't know if you want to, like, I guess give them something that would look like some... That would be like parts of the local locales. Whatever, I don't know. Like, give Rillaroo a French mustache or something. Give Crash Italian pants. Or have Crash do the pinched fingers. Ooh, that's not good. Okay. That's not too bad. I was too far away from the wall again. Okay. Just to know that you made a little something for when sub 920 happens. Oh, you have something made? Definitely want something concrete. Yeah. Some kind of visual representation. I like Crash with the pinched fingers. I look forward to seeing that. Thanks for the good luck. Don't do this to me again, man. Yeah, Giganut 2.0 has been put back on the menu, but... yeah. Imagine. I couldn't move it anywhere else. These nuts. I'm gonna make one of those damn pizzas. There we go. One of those little Totino's pizzas. Land up there. Oh my fuck. Oh my fuck. Okay. Okay. I will go for about another hour. I'm not gonna lie, I don't have the stamina today. I have been playing, I didn't sleep well last night. I woke up kinda early because I wanted to lab some lab Giganut. And then, please don't. There we go. Oh shit, okay, Giganut 2.0 is fast as fuck. Dude. Oh, come on. I don't want to be +6. I was labbing that. It's not entirely new, it's Giganut 2.0. Damn it! It's starting to look promising. Lab it because it'll look cool in the run. I mean, I don't care if it looks cool, but it would be nice to have in the run because it does look cool. If I can figure out the intricacies, or if figure something out, like the biggest issue is that the nut has too much speed half the time, but it doesn't need that speed. If it doesn't have the speed, it should be capable of like landing there almost every time. Not every time, but almost every time. Because like as you can see, I get the angle almost every time. It's the speed that's the issue. And I would love to just kind of figure this out because like and I know that this one can be consistent. I've seen it enough. Like, I mean, look at that. I've seen it enough times to know that this will eventually work. I know that this is eventually going to work. So... maybe I really should just suck it up and just stop doing the other methods and then just do this. Because I'm sure that after like several hundred attempts of this, I'll probably like figure out something. And plus we have this super nut as a backup. Which does lose a second. Is this the fastest route for Giganut? That I don't understand what that question is. I do not know what you're asking. Giganut 2.0 is the fastest version of Giganut. The setup is a little annoying. And I mean, I'm also not gonna lie, if this also has a chance of getting Super Nut in the run, even at the cost of like a little over a second, I don't mind. Because that's just more runs out of Hub 1. It's a little higher than 10%. Just a little bit higher than 10%. Okay, okay, just grab the fucking nut, dude. Come on. How did I miss that? I might just be too tired. It's entirely possible that I am just too tired to continue. That is the reason why it would be ideal to like that would make it ideal. Or that would be ideal. That's a super nut position. And I know this isn't frame perfect either. Can't be. Too slow. Oh shit, the nut lost speed? Interesting. This is starting to show promise, at least. But yeah, I am starting to just lose. I'm starting to lose stamina already. To be fair, I don't usually play this late. I started streaming preemptively, unfortunately. Yeah, it's 10 to 20 for now. It is more reliable than Super Nut, though. Or at least it will be. I will find a way. It's just today just is not. Today just ain't it. Jeez, that was spoon-fed. Not tight. My nut. It feels promising. It feels more promising than the other one because it's not as precise. It's less precise. It has more, it has more possibilities. That was a huge problem with Giganut 1.0. Giganut 1.0 is incredibly precise. So even with setups, it's Giganut is still hard. It's very hard. 2.0 is not as bad. Wow. Wow.
Victor and Moritz's stronghold.
Damn.
This is where we wrong the rights and sweep the past under the rug.
Okay. What the hell's his pace? I don't know. Well, you know what? Wasn't time, was it, huh? I'm not even on PV pace. If I get third door skip, I will... Okay. I will continue if I get the third door skip. Oh dang, not oh dang. Run is dead. Run is dead. Yeah, that was a really good warp skip. This is about 9:35 pace. I did find a way to save time on the Nina fight, by the way. I don't know how much it saves though, and it is not. It is not something It's not something worth going for, RTA. I can't catch a break, man. I can't catch a fucking break. Yeah, by the way, this isn't even a, sub, that's not even a sub 10, I don't think. Oh, fuck. I'm dead. I don't know. I think I'm too tired to do runs. I had, 3 paces. Yeah, that warp skip was really good. What time was that warp skip? What did I get? I saved .1. And I also got a best seg in Cursed Splash today. And then, and I got a best seg in Hub 2 as well. I think. No, I almost did, but the game crashed. No, I did get a best seg. I did. I did get a best seg earlier today, yeah. Unfortunately, I'm too tired and I'm hungry. I'm too tired and I'm too hungry to do any more runs. I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not gonna take as long, though I really do now want to focus a lot on Giganut 2.0. It seems to save potentially 0.5 seconds over Giganut 1.0. Today I'm going to attempt to I'm going to attempt to sleep properly and actually like so that way I am restful, so I don't like have any stupid things. I'm gonna double check to see what Jordy's doing. But yeah, I went to bed at 3 a.m. last night. I don't know why I couldn't fucking sleep. And it sucked. Let's see here. I want to check Jordy. What is Jordy doing? Jordy is not on pace. How about Sloth? Sloth is Halo 3 start. We raid Sloth. Tomorrow we'll see more Giganut. I now have more faith in that. I'm surprised. I'm usually not. I've been pretty pessimistic. If I'm in a better mood tomorrow, everybody knows that Giganut 2.0 was successful. If I'm not, and I'm just as in despair as today, then yeah. That's a big rip. Anyways, bye.